Hey everybody, Qroo here. It is early in the morning, that's usually when I do my filming, and I'm on my third cup of coffee. I lost count already. It's gonna be that kind of morning. And I just want to do a quick video to give you a super useful sentence starter that you may not already know because it uses a verb you may not already use, or I already know. The verb is SOLER. And in the present tense, it means usually something happens, tends to happen. And when used in the imperfect, in the past, means used to happen. So I can plug it in like, I usually get up early. Suelo levantarme temprano. See, I'm just suelo. I conjugate it, dropping in my infinitives. I like it. María suele quejarse de todo. Maria usually complains about everything. One thing I really like about the verb soler is you don't have to waste time learning a bunch of conjugations, in different tenses. We tend to use this one in the present tense, just like I showed you, and in the imperfect tense to say used to do something. Mi abuelo solía contarme chistes. My grandfather used to tell me jokes. Now you could just use the plain old imperfect there without the verb soler and say mi abuelo me contaba chistes. My grandfather used to tell me jokes. But you're going to see soler a lot. Now that's not the point of this video. I did a video about soler about a year ago when I was traveling through Costa Rica. I talk about these two usages and you can watch that one after this one, all right? In this video, I just want to give you a super useful sentence starter and it happens to use soler, so I had to preface it with something. And here it is. Se suele decir que. It is often said that, I love this one, a lot of words in there. It gives you time to think. That's what I like about sentence starters. They just give you that moment, So this one is se suele decir que, and you just plug in whatever you want. Se suele decir que el tiempo lo cura todo. It is often said that time heals everything. Se suele decir que el dinero no compra la felicidad. It is often said that money doesn't buy happiness. If you're learning Spanish, it's very important to learn sentence starters because you want to reach a conversational level, and this is going to help you. Because in a conversation that's coming in real time, you're processing what you're hearing, you have to think of your response, and it's time sensitive. Having sentence starters gives you a moment to think of the rest of the sentence because you're not actually thinking much about the sentence starter, right? You've already learned it as a set phrase. Se suele decir que, and I can even pause before I say the rest. La práctica hace al maestro. It is often said that practice makes perfect, or makes the teacher, is really what you're saying in Spanish. This is just a shorter version of another sentence starter you may have learned in one of my other videos, and that is just se dice que. It is said that whatever. Very similar, just a longer version. So now you can say all kinds of things and sound like a fortune cookie, give advice, whatever you want, Se suele decir que la salud es lo más importante. It is said that health is the most important thing. Hopefully you got that out of this video, and maybe you also got soler. I encourage you to go watch that other video on soler if you want a little bit more detail on that. As for me, it is early on a Sunday morning. I've got some things to do here in the Qroo Spanish Crew, answers questions for folks. If you're not familiar with what the Qroo Spanish Crew is, it is my private learning group where I provide exclusive courses, videos, downloads, and assistance from me. I answer questions for people. We have live events. It's pretty cool. So if you want to boost your Spanish, you may want to check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description section of the video. Love to see you there. One more thing I want to mention before I head out, and that is, when you're learning Spanish on your own, it can be difficult to find somebody to practice with. I mean, there's live tutors, you can set something up, but it's not always practical depending on your time of day, or maybe you only want to practice for 10 minutes. Well, now there's a solution for that, and that is Langua's AI. You can talk to this AI about absolutely anything you want. It'll answer appropriately. You can click a button, it'll correct your Spanish, give you alternatives. If you don't know how to say something in Spanish, you can say it in English. It'll be translated into Spanish. It is a fantastic resource for folks who are studying on their own. I recently partnered with Langua because I like it that much, so I have an affiliate link to it in the description section of this video. I encourage you to check it out. Oh, and if you sign up for an annual plan at Langua and you use my code Qroo, all caps, you get 25% off. 25%, that's huge, folks, huge. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, hasta luego.